Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario, we're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show, and it's coming up next. Hal Newhouser gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the box is the veteran left-handed hitting Kenny Lofton as we're just about set for baseball. Now the first pitch. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
That brings up Jim Thome as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Thome is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike three.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with two strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So now to the plate, Larry Doby. Swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Reyes gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Now into the box, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the left fielder, Victor Reyes.
Here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Young has been around the game a long time, having pitched more than 7,000 major league innings. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line to the right side. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for Detroit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
At the plate now, Al Kaline, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Kaline, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So now here is Jonathan Scope looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. from the stretch.
Ball one.
Well, that's not where he wanted that
Count 1-0.
curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
Castro on second. Tremmel on at first with 2 down. High fly ball out to deep right field. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
At the plate, Akil Baddoo. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
3 runs already home here. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
This will ricochet off of him on the mound. And this will wind up an infield single as the attention now turns to seeing if he's okay out there. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Akil Baddoo has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now a late swing and a miss as he was well behind. 3-1.
You know, all the pitchers I talked to throughout the course of my career, they always said they wanted to establish the heater the first time through the order. Right there, he kind of took a different route, thrown a nasty changeup.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
3-2.
Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Next up, Jamer Candelario. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. From the stretch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 down, runners at first and second. 3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs. He's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next up for Detroit, Eric Haas. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
That's just a classic Ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through. Picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Standing in now, Victor Reyes. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Zach Plesac comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Zach Plesac.
Digging in next, Harold Castro. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians nothing. The batter will be Grady Sizemore. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. That evens it up 1-1. Base hit, and the Indians are into the hit column for the first time this season. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Runner at first following the error. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Now set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there. Now the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. It might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Scope is calling for it. 1 out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. That's a hit, their first of the new season. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, I can't imagine that's a pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Newhouser stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. This is his 18th season in the big leagues, so he's had quite an incredible career.
Yeah, he has seen it all. I don't know if he's old school, new school, middle school, whatever the case may be. He's seen an influx of all different types of players, all different mindsets, how to hit, how to pitch. This guy has officially seen it all.
He's way late, and he's in there easily at second. So 1-1. Rosario leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Indians forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians 1. Last half of the second set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Al Kaline.
The right fielder, Al.
First delivery to him. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 balls and a strike to Al Kaline. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Lofton is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
To the plate now, Alan Trammell. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're up 5-1. Now into the box is Roberto Perez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch on its way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch, get ahead, get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And standing in is the veteran center fielder, Kenny Lofton. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball inside.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get it up on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Stepping in now, Jim Thome. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Lofton leads off first with 1 away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now. Larry Doby. Pitch outside. The throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Now the 2-0. Popped up. Candelario is over to take a look, and this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, I stand corrected. I still don't agree with it, though.
To short. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Indians lead one. They're down 5-1. Back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Akil Baddoo. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
No, inside.
The 1-0. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Cabrera.
That'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
No ball,
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
One out, nobody on. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Driven nicely into the gap. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he'll reach second now with one away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Next batter is Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes, 0-2.
Inside, ball one.
Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Eric Haas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Cabrera at second with 2 down. Down the left field line and deep. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Hit to third. Ramirez is up with it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Grady Sizemore. First delivery to him.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Now that's popped up, and there's your first out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Next, it'll be Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Count 1-2.
Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Grounded up the first baseline. Gloved by Cabrera, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
So 2 gone now for the Tribe here in the 4th. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the AB on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Trammell grabs it cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down here 5-1. And now, Victor Reyes. His career numbers in this matchup. He's 2 for 4.
Victor Reyes.
First pitch of the AB now. Offered a low one there, but came up empty. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Hard hit towards center. Lofton is right there, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next to hit is Harold Castro, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now here's the first offering. Popped up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Al Kaline.
Now at the plate is Al Kaline. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4th hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
Standing in now, Alan Trammell, and it's fouled away. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 0-1.
1-1.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Too high.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Jonathan Scope is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the stretch. Fouled off. Kaline over at second. Trammell at first. 2 out in the inning. High in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in once again is Akil Baddoo. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Fastball called strike 1 and 2. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The right fielder, number 32. Ronnie.
First offering on its way. Franmil Reyes is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the right fielder. Still ranging back. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. No outs, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. K-line is there. He's got it 1 away.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto.
So next to bat will be Roberto Perez, struck out in his last trip to the plate. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
In now, Kenny Lofton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Middle of the afternoon in Motown. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch on the way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lofton is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Stepping in next, Jamer Candelario, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
No balls and a strike to count. Ball 1.
Down.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, number 13.
Now at the plate, Eric Haas. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
One and one.
The count 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Hernandez onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, and it remains 5-2. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Jim Thome is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate now, Larry Doby. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. At the plate, Grady Sizemore, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouchback.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. The second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First offering on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Ramirez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now
every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder coming in. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
So next to hit is Al Kaline. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here comes the 0-1. In the air down the line in left, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow roller down the third baseline. Scooped up over to first, and that retires the side. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. Back for more from Detroit after this. So now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. First delivery to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
There's a fastball fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. High in the air out to center field. Ledoux is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
Striding in for the Indians, Franmil Reyes. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Joe McDonald at strike 1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. And the deficit remains 5-2. Nick Whitgren is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 62, Nick Whitgren.
Bottom of the inning now. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell.
The shortstop, Alan Trammell.
And now the first pitch. Line down the left field line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. One and one. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. He's set, and the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Doby is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Akil Baddoo.
Next to hit, Akil Baddoo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're still out in front, 5-2.
Leading off to the catcher, number 55, Roberto.
First offering on its way. Roberto Perez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Ball 2.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
High in the air out to center field. Baddoo is right there, 1 down.
The center fielder, number
With
7.
that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Next, here is Kenny Lofton. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here's the first offering. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
No
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Cleveland, the first baseman, Jim Thome.
Into the box, Jim Thome. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch on the way.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail 5-2. At the plate now is Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Miguel Cabrera.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Too low, 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. Now the 2-0.
Ball in.
Well, that's ball 3. The Tigers would love to get a leadoff walk to start this inning.
The 3-0 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So stepping in is Jeimer Candelario. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. From the stretch. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Cabrera gets his lead at first, nobody out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lofton comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, number 13.
And now in the box, Eric Haas is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Doby is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Victor Reyes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next to the Tigers, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Into the box, Harold Castro, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. For his career in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 1-0.
Ball match outside.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Tigers strand a pair, and it remains 5-2. Jose Cisnero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Larry Doby.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First pitch on its way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Cisnero has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box now, Grady Sizemore. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Plate now, Jose Ramirez batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. 2 out, nobody on.
Ball 1.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it is.
Nope. Count 2-1.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
5-2 the final today. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Newhouser earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Cy Young couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. Jose Cisneros earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Cleveland, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 41,299. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.